Hello guys, in this video we'll cover a couple of methods to run Python applications such as using a command prompt, run a service, and finally we will learn how to use a special character sequence called shebang to start application by one click. As an example, I create a simple web application which just shows some improvised service web page in web browser. So first method to run our application is use Linux command prompt. Let's say we want to use Python interpreter which early installed in system globally. So we just say and it could have worked here, but such as our application is used Flask framework, we will have to install Flask library to use it with Python interpreter with installed in system globally. Otherwise we will get an error like that. So to quickly fix that you can just call and try to run again, but I won't do that because instead I will use Python virtual environment. I created it before and that have already installed all necessary libraries and it's isolated from global Python installation. That it does not affect the global system Python interpreter packages and it's very flexible and very good thing. So I call Python interpreter from local project virtual environment paths like that. And put full path to my application as first argument. Okay, we've got it. Our web application is running and it's listening to HTTP requests on local IP address. But please take a look at warning it show and never use Flask application without WSGI middleware in production because it can be slow, dangerous and not secure. Therefore, we're using it by this way only for education reasons. So now I'm going to open my web browser and going to the provide URL. And we can see greeting is here, which means that application works as expected. Alright, it's very simple, good and safe way to run application, but such as our application is not just a script which runs one time and most likely we would like that it's running on idle of request all the time and even restart on failure. To achieve this behavior we have to run the application as service. Most unknown Linux distributions have a special daemon to manage service. It's called systemd. To use that we have to write a configuration file, so let's create a file in etc systemd system and called some web app service. Then we're creating first configuration block called unit. And in this block we describe such thing as description. It can be something like some web service app. And the next directive is after. And I will set it to network.target. Since our application can't work with a network, then it makes sense to run it after DNS network will up. The next block is service. Here we have to describe the main application directives, such as username and group name your application will run. Then working directory. Then command to run application we have looked before. And few directives to say systemd how it can send system signals to application. And finish this block the policy of restart if application will crash. And last configuration block is install. It will has only one instruction. This is a typical default system state for server systems. Alright, that's all we need to start our application as service. Let's try. So I say sudo systemctl start some web app service. Then we can check is it started. Status our service. Alright, it's showing that service is active now. Let's check our web browser. And it say welcome to some service as expected. Now, if we want to enable service on system startup, we can say sudo systemctl enable some web app service, and now it will start with system startup. So, such as I did promise at the beginning of this video, we have come to final method called shebang, which provides to us possibility to run our application by one click. This method involves the use special character sequence at the beginning of our application executable file, and it look like and after that, if we change permission for our application to make it executable, so I say chmod plus x app.py. Oh, I almost forget start the service because it took network port and will be prevent to start up. And we can try to run it directly. Alright, now it will work without need to write full path to Python interpreter in the future. Take a look that you can still run the application, use all methods we have looked before. Also take a look that using shebang string by this way is not good practice because we have hard-coded path to Python interpreter, and if someone will try to deploy our application on another computer, it will not work, its path to interpreter will be different. The best practice to use shebang is use it with env command. For example, we can say user bin env. Thus, env is a tool which use pass environment variable to find interpreter you pointed in first argument and run your application by this interpreter. Let's show the pass variable now. So, if we will try to run application right now, then env will find Python which installed in system globally, but not that which is in virtual environment path, because this path is not in path variable, and we will get an error about Flask library is not installed again. To fix this issue, we should to use Python virtual environment activate script or prepend path to virtual environment into path variable manually. For example, I can say path equals and point my virtual environment directory bin and path. Now, if we will try to run the app, sorry, I mistake extension, Py. Okay, it's working as expected. As a conclusion, I can say that all methods are good and very useful, but the last one requires special attention and understanding of the process as a whole, because while you prepend anything to the environment path variable, it becomes priority for use and can affect to other applications which starting in the current environment. Alright, so hopefully that covers all much known run application methods in this video. If you have any question, feel free to ask it in the section below. Please don't forget your likes and subscribe to my channel, press the bell to get new video updates, and see you soon!